Hello, beautiful ones, shining bright souls. I welcome you. My name is Tirza Schaefer. I am the Smiling Goddess, and I'm doing my Tarot Tuesday reading together with a goddess from my self-made oracle here. There's a lot of information about goddesses on my website, tarot as well, but goddesses is really my total thing, so you can find lots of information there. And as and when time allows and the goddesses come through and, tell me that it's time to work with whoever it is at the time, um, I'm adding another one. So, and for this week, I have, oh, sorry, you can actually read that up. That it'll be in the info box as well, tirzaschaefer.com/goddesses. So just have a look at the menu, you find everything, and then you can just click on the goddess, whichever one you like, And for this week, very interesting, is Nisaba. She's a Sumerian Mesopotamian goddess, a scribe, kind of very motherly, nurturing one. She stands for wisdom, creativity, communication. She gave that wisdom to secular rulers, so they could claim that I had this divine inspiration and wisdom granted by this goddess. And she is also connected with snakes. And if you look in the power animal section on my website, you can have a look at cobra and python. I haven't done just snakes overall, but those two came through to me very specifically. So that's what I wrote about them. And yeah, so she is a really amazing goddess. I'm also a romance author, so I work a lot, being a creative writer, I, work a lot with her kind of energy as well. And I've been neglecting that lately, so I should get back to that. What a timely reminder for this week, isn't it? Go get writing. Should do a little ritual as well to, you can do that too. If you're an author or you're just journaling or you just write for yourself, poetry, whatever, or you need some wisdom in this gentle, loving, motherly, nurturing way and some inspiration. She's a great go-to. So, make a little ritual and invoke her. So like writing communication, and that is about that's a very mental thing. So you might want to, I don't know, use maybe a feather or something, which can also represent a quill, and do some little ritual with that. You can burn some sage or whichever herbs or incense you like, and you can use that feather to to smudge yourself with that. Always a great energy when you do that. I can always feel that going down my spine and things when I, go like this with the smoke. So that would be a great thing to do. And so if you want to go more into her, read up on the website to the schaefer.com/Nisaba. If you know which goddess you want to, have a look at, just do tirzaschaefer.com/ and whatever the name is. I've got a lot on there, obviously, not all of them, and not everybody who's on the list has been done yet, but mostly yes. And I think it's probably close to 60 now. Haven't counted lately, but it's definitely over 50, way over 50. So yeah, that that's a great resource, absolutely free, no obligations. You can just go have a look and browse to your heart's content. Because I felt I created that feeling that there wasn't so much out there like this. Like one library is like when you research, you do the academic stuff, or you do, you find the spiritual, esoteric stuff, goddess, witchy, whatever. Um, but there wasn't something that kind of combines everything in one place. And I thought, well, I can either complain about it and howl and whine, and I just fucking do it myself, right? So yeah, I did it myself. So that there's not only goddesses now, but there's lots of stuff to to have a look at, and also in the process of updating a little bit and adding and whatever. So bear with me. It's just me, so I'm working on that. um, It's very interesting, though. We have had last week. We've had Wadjet as a, if I remember correctly, as a goddess, and she is a cobra goddess. So it's quite interesting. Now we have Nisaba, who's also got a connection with snakes. You might want to bear that in mind to kind of bridge the gap from this past week to the coming week and see where that leads you. It's exciting, isn't it? I love when it kind of you find a bit of a red ribbon to go through stuff. So that's nice. Oh, and also I wanted to show you, I'm definitely gonna make a video about that once I've read it. That might take a little bit, but because yeah, I don't get that much time to read. But here we have Tarot for the Hard Work by Maria Menes. There you go. And this is an archetypal journey to confront racism and inspire collective healing. So this book has absolutely brilliant reviews. As I said, I haven't read it yet, but it's also it was recommended, highly recommended by Tirza Reid. She's a very well-known tarot reader, astrology, and so on. Very wise woman. And it's all about inclusivity and things. So I thought I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot today because that's very inclusive as well. That will go well in line with that. And having half African children from the paternal side, obviously not me. um, I've always been very I've always tried so much to educate myself about African American history, that kind of thing, and and pass that knowledge on to my children. And my middle one, my daughter, she's very much into that at the moment. She's a young woman now, and she's learning about these things as well, and trying to find more of her identity, as you do at that age anyway. But for her, it's also the African side, and this is really very interesting. All the new input she gets, how that affects her thinking, her feeling, how she feels, and how she views things, how views things, and how more aware of certain things she becomes as well. And yeah, so I thought when I saw that book recommended by Tirza Reid on Instagram, I just went to find the author there as well. And and I ordered the book. So I'm really so curious how she's linking that up with tarot. That is like something I think, that's mind-blowing to me how you do that. So I'm so curious to read this book. Yeah, that's why I just wanted to start out with. I've done a book haul video yesterday. Not yesterday, when was it? On Saturday. On Saturday, that's it. On Saturday. So and just a couple of days later, this book arrives, and I'm only in a I don't know, in the acknowledgements so far. So yeah, I haven't really got to the real stuff yet, but I'm really, really excited about reading this. And that's definitely a worthy cause to support as well. So yeah, anyway, so let's see. We've got Goddess Nisaba. Let's see what the tarot cards say. Oh, lovely. Beautiful cards. So we have the Queen of Pentacles to start with. Isn't that an absolutely beautiful picture? Beautiful woman. She looks so regal, so at peace, comfortable, really grounded within herself, full of life. You've got the pentacle here, you know, pretty much where the sacral chakra is, or root chakra. And that is really like the feminine energy of having the expertise, or you know, really getting to having got to the point where you're really comfortable with material matters, with your health, with your you know, your business, you know, whatever. So that is like a really, really brilliant card. It's also about motherhood, nurturing, that kind of thing. So but more in the material sense, you know, like giving security, feeding, having a roof over your head, all that kind of thing, you know. Otherwise, if it's more the emotional side, that will be more like the cups, which is a water sign, which is about emotions, feelings. Okay, so that is like you've really come into your own. We've had pentacles before, so it was kind of building up, like you're working on it and things are happening. And now it's like, yes, you know, I'm here, I've got this, and I'm receiving. You know, the feminine energy is very receptive. Doesn't mean it's completely passive or anything, but it's like you can rest within yourself. You've put in the work and you're receiving things, and you can also now pass on your knowledge to others, you know, the experiences you've gained, the knowledge you've gained, the wisdom, that kind of thing, and look after others as well, you know, like with your family and things. So that is something that's a beautiful card. You know, you might invite your family for a wonderful dinner or something, you know, and everybody at the table, and you're serving the food that you've cooked with so much love for them, all that kind of stuff. So that is really, really a wonderful card to have. Then we have the second one is the Lovers, which is cool because tomorrow is Valentine's Day, isn't it? So that's so much about love, but it's also about making decisions, having choices. It's like we're going to go this path or that path, you know. It's like where are we going to go? And you know, so I would say, because it's Valentine's Day and that's really coming through, is it's like also, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is a very sensual woman as well. She's in tune with her body and all that. And then you have the Lovers. That's like you feel sexy, you feel wonderful and things, and you are ready to receive love, to get that attention, that care from a partner, and you know, just really, really enjoy that, be in the moment, that kind of thing. It's just wonderful, you know. Really great vibes. And then we have the Ten of Wands, which you can see is like there's a lot of burden there. Okay. So there's also an element of what are you carrying around with you? What is weighing you down? What is inhibiting maybe your passion, your creativity, or just really, draining your energy. So that's another thing. So look at that. And, in conjunction with the lovers as well, have a look what you can share. Now is the time really, because also Pluto has moved into Aquarius. So it's a very new time. It's going to be there for 20 years and things are changing now. It is time to let go of shit. Okay. So go within. I would say that's a bit later in the week, as I'm getting the information. If you have a lot on your plate, you're juggling different things and whatever, just take a step back, go within and go like, okay, where do I want to go, right? To feel free, aligned, and having that energy to pursue that. So old stuff needs to go. There's a new era coming in, being ushered in now with Pluto and Aquarius as well. So, that's a big long-term theme, of course. We're right in the beginning of it, but that is something that you should think about. It's like, okay, take a little time out, have a look at what is important right now, what you can put on the back burner, or what you can completely let go of, because you don't want to get overwhelmed one way or another. All right. So make sure you've got your eggs in a row, have everything in balance, have things in alignment, and really listen to your heart, to your inspiration, as well, to your intuition. Weigh off the options, look at everything and say, okay, this has to go, this can be done later, and this is a priority now. And what also should be a priority always is that you take care of yourself, so don't overwork yourself to burn out or anything. Just make sure really that you, you know, you do your stuff, you do your work, whatever needs to be done, but you also have your islands of rest, of self-care. Make sure you've got your system, or your also like your social network. If you've got children, do you have people who can maybe take care of the children for an afternoon or an evening, or have a sleepover with granny and granddad, or whatever, whatever the case may be. So you get some time for yourself and can, just rest, unwind, relax, and have some peace and quiet for yourself. Or, if you need that, go out and party. But I think that kind of energy is more about recharging your batteries, make sure to do that. And then once you've done that, you can go back out in the world. You feel refreshed, you feel lighter, you feel enlightened, right? So so that's a good thing, and it's wonderful to, there are no bad cards in tarot or anywhere really, because it's information you're receiving. And when you receive information, you can go see what to do with that information, that helps you to make informed decisions. And that's a really good thing in any case. So yeah, and in alignment with that goddess that we have, Nisaba, Mesopotamian goddess of writing, scribe, wisdom, all that wonderful stuff, that's also, sit with her, have a little talk, ask for inspiration, be still and let that flow through, and write things down. Make sure you write it down, or you voice record it on your phone or whatever else, make sure you and then you can also communicate whatever you've decided, or your thoughts, your inspiration, whatever, with the people that need to hear it, or that you might want to get advice from. But really, the Queen is like, you know already, you've got all the know-how and you know what to do. Okay, so now it's like, sit with her, listen, hear to your inner voice, and you will know, because you have already reached a stage where the divine feminine is strong enough in you to really come through and guide you. Your inner goddess is there, your inner wisdom, all that. So yeah, that's a wonderful reading, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful Valentine, either two of you or you on your own. If you're on your own, totally pamper yourself. Do something that you really love. Have a special bath, to celebrate Venus, Aphrodite, whatever kind of goddess of love you love, and you can most identify with. You can put rose petals in the bathtub as well, and some luxury bath foam or whatever, or do anything else that feels, go get a massage, whatever floats your boat. So make sure you honor and celebrate yourself, okay? Because you've so, so deserved it. Right. And I'll see you next week. Keep, liking my videos, put the bell on, subscribe, so you won't miss out. On Thursday, there's going to be another unwrapping card deck. And Friday, we have the little goddess quickies. And and I'm sure something else I'm going to think of that's going to come up. If not, I'll see you next week. Much, much love. And I'll see you then. Bye.